Welcome to the Bended Bottle Podcast with your hosts Travis Poisel and Mike Sisko. And remember, if you're lonely, you can talk to me.
Well, that's funny because I feel like I talk to you every day. I must be very lonely. So how's your day going today?
Oh, just another day of, how do I put it, satisfying endless needs and justifying bloody deeds.
I've never heard it put that way. Well, let me tell you, doing this podcast tonight, guess what I'm missing?
A woman?
That's, yeah. But the opening night of the Chicago Bulls basketball season.
Oh, the one guy's not playing.
Yeah, Zach LaVine.
Yes, Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
exactly
but it's
right.
nothing serious. I think it's more precautionary.
What was it?
He had his knee
ankle
cleaned,
or his knee?
his knee cleaned up. That bothered him all season last year.
Now,
he
is
missed
he
some
that
time.
good?
Oh yeah.
Is he like the new star of the Bulls or something?
Well, I won't say he's
How long has he
new.
been there?
I mean, I think he's been there 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so he's like in his senior year or something.
Well, they just extended him. They just signed him to a new extended
But
deal.
he's pretty good.
He's really good.
What do you think the Bulls got a chance of?
I think so. They get Lonzo back, Lonzo Ball back. I think they'll get him back in this, hopefully by the second half of the season. Because he had a setback because he had his knee dealt with last year that put him out the rest of the year. And then he had a setback over the summer. So, they're hoping to have him back because they signed him to a 4-year deal. And this is only year 2 in his 4-year deal.
He signed 4 years?
And this is one of his best, and he's one of the best point guards in the league.
No, hockey is the lowest paid. Basketball, they get pretty good, don't they?
They do. I mean, they get some max. There's some like stipulations, like the best paid is still Major League Baseball. I say NBA is a close second. NFL, their salary setup's weird.
Yeah,
Unless you actually get guaranteed money, your contract really means nothing.
That's what I kind of thought. It does, doesn't it? I mean, the guaranteed money is what they're all going for. I mean, you got to.
Well, yeah. And like anyone that rips on an NFL player because they sit out because they want to get their money, well, they don't understand the game that those guys are playing. I mean, I think the average lifespan in the NFL is 3 years.
Serious? 3? I figured. Wow, I would figure.
Because you have the rare ones that get 10, 15, 20 years, but
Brady 45.
That's unbelievably rare, though.
Moon was 40. Favre was 40 or 41.
Yeah,
until they took the hit out on him.
Well, you're naming off their age, but those
That's
still
what
guys.
I mean, but
those guys that were in the league for
those
guys playing for 20 years.
That's
But you named off 3 guys in the past, like how many decades?
Well, yeah, you're right. You think about it. You get the guys who are in their 30s and they're too old to be doing it. I mean, 30,
sometimes
20,
even in their late 20s.
Yeah.
They've taken so many hits that.
Well, the same with baseball, I think, isn't it? Baseball, they don't go that old.
Well, not anymore.
No.
I mean, that game is so young and so fast, and there's so much power. Well, just think as a pitcher, you're a power pitcher. You
can't have very much longevity.
You throw so hard.
Yeah.
You throw the ball pretty much. You throw the ball 100 miles an hour 120 times, and you're only making it to the 5th inning.
Yeah, right.
I hear people bitch and moan because players before would go 9, 10. They pitch doubleheaders, but they also didn't face the same exact talent. They didn't throw as hard, and they didn't throw as many pitches. You just figure all the torque that's going on when you're throwing all these different type of breaking pitches.
So what makes them so much stronger and faster?
Just their nutrition.
Steroids?
Well, before. But just with their nutrition, their training, and everything else like that.
Yeah, plus, the training. I can see that.
Plus, now you start developing at, 8, 9 years old. Before, you started developing more like 16, 17 years old. You started getting more developed, taking the game more serious. Now you really start taking the game more serious 8, 9, 10 years old.
Really?
Well, you get into these travel leagues, yeah.
See, you know about that. You did all that.
Yeah. So you get these kids that are, really, really good. Well, you start developing them right away. You start really working certain aspects of their game and allow certain parts of their game to develop each year.
Yeah, right.
So by the time they are 15, 16, now you're just polishing things up. And then by the time they're 19, 20, guess what? They're already getting into pro baseball.
Yeah.
Well,
that's honestly I think the age where they would be drafted anyway, because that would be their stint out of college most of the time.
Well, these kids are getting drafted at 16, 17 years old.
Majors?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought they did that.
Oh yeah, they can.
There's only like in football. There's only been like a handful of people straight out of high school for.
I don't think there's any.
Yeah,
High
there's a
school.
couple.
Well, there's not. That must have been a long time ago.
There's oh crap. I think there's man, I
can tell you right now, there's none in the NFL right now that came straight out of high school.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
Because for at least the past 15 years, you've had at least 3 years in college.
You think so?
No, that's the rule.
It is?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since like 15, 20 years ago. Because you used to have the one and done rule, but they knew that wasn't enough for players to develop to take hits. So now it's 3 years and you can go to the. Well, no, I don't even think they had the one done because Maurice Clarett, when he tried to play 1 year at Ohio State, he couldn't get in the NFL because they had 2 years at the time. And then they went to 3 years because your body's not developing. You're facing off against grown men. Imagine a 19-year-old high school kid going up against like Aaron Donald. How well you think that's going to go?
Not good.
Hey, or going up against Jalen Ramsey or Roquan Smith. I mean, heck, even player number 53, that 19-year-old is not going to be able to go up against player number 53.
Why?
Why? Because he's an NFL grown man. He's going to be better than whoever that 19-year-old kid is. He's going to be stronger. He's going to be more powerful. And he's going to be smarter. And the fact now you're not just worrying about the game. You got to worry about the life of the NFL player. How to understand the free time. Understand. You're getting a $10,000 or $20,000 paycheck every single week.
6 players.
When's the last one?
I'm trying to see that. I have not heard of any of these players either. I haven't. I mean,
they probably didn't last very long.
Trayvon Williams.
Trayvon.
Well, I've heard of him.
Trayvon. There's a lot of Trayvons.
Well, now are we getting?
No, I'm just saying. It sounds like a very common name.
Well, I think I know that name. For some reason, it's not giving me the. Yeah, none of these other ones. I don't even know of any of these guys. Jordan Hill, Jermaine Gresham, or whatever, Oklahoma tight end. Oh, yeah, there isn't. There's not many. I thought there was one this year. I thought there was, but I could be. 2022, right? That's what we're in.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now.
I keep losing it with the high schools with the most. Oh, never mind.
High schools? No, there's just players that went there to school and then came out.
Right, exactly.
But they still went to college.
Yeah, they probably.
So
did.
You can't find any that went straight from high school to the NFL. I'm sure early
6 players it said, and I don't know. I've never heard of any of them.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure there was.
I thought there was one
NFL.
This year.
No, there's definitely none this year.
You sure?
Positive. 1,000%.
Well, that's pretty positive.
Because the NFL has rules, because players will get hurt.
Oh, you said that. You think about that too. Straight out of college, they're still kind of,
Yeah, and you see how well that goes for them.
Roquan
Smith.
Going up a guy like him straight out of college, you're still kind of little puny guy. And you got
you still got to bulk up. There's a lot.
Still got a lot of living or learning to do.
Well, there's a lot of your body needs to get bigger.
Yeah, you imagine that coming straight out of say college, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're playing on the front line against some of these massive guys. They're probably thinking, I got these guys, and that thing's forget about it.
Imagine what basic. When you dominated someone in high school, then you go onto an NFL field.
Yeah, you come out thinking that you're King Kong. Nobody's going to touch you.
Yeah, your shit doesn't stink.
Next thing you know, you're looking across, Too Tall Jones.
Well, just think there's player number 53, the guy that's on the 13. Yeah. Owning, or the guy in the practice squad. Yeah, obviously, outright owning. Because
I would love to know how them new players come out after their first game of getting roughed up and thrown around like a little rag doll half the time, probably.
Oh, yeah. That's what's happening.
But, so, go back to the pay now. Baseball is the highest paid.
Well, soccer, European soccer, but other than that, baseball. Yeah, in the United
Soccer, come
States.
on, that's not even a sport.
Well, it's only the most popular sport in the
No,
world.
I don't mean to offend anybody on that one.
You literally probably
It's football.
you literally probably offended 3/4 of the world with that statement, but
Oh boy.
because it
I mean,
is
no offense to it. It's just that I don't know how to play it.
well, you know,
Now, rugby, on the other hand, I dig that game.
I don't think you could play that either.
Not now. I mean, I got to drop like 5 pounds.
Only 5.
Yeah. I watched rugby when it was on TV. That is one rough
That's
game.
a weird game. It's a weird sport. I don't get it.
I understand it when I'm watching it. I can't to explain it now. It's just, oh my God, they just are tougher than nails. I think half of them are like hockey players. They're missing their teeth. So
They don't wear a helmet. They have leather helmets.
They don't wear helmets.
Some of them have leather helmets on.
I didn't see any of them that wear helmets.
Probably not in the game you watched, but I've watched a couple. They have protective.
Like the old Leatherheads?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just for a little bit of protection. But see, I've seen those rugby players. Some rugby players try out for NFL teams and get absolutely owned.
I can see that. Well, it's completely different. It's a different set of rules.
No, I get it, but just the physical toughness that they're not physically tough enough to. They're not physically tough enough, or their physical toughness that they have doesn't translate to the NFL.
Okay, I get. It wouldn't translate. But I was going to say, I bet those guys are tough, man.
I mean, I don't know, believe me, I think they're tough too, but
yeah.
but taking a hit that they take and then taking a hit from an NFL player,
oh yeah,
two totally different things.
Oh God, you see some of these hits, but nowadays you can't. NFL players can't hit. They can't hit the receiver up in the air either, can they?
Well, they can hit him in the air. They just gotta be
gentle.
They can't. They basically can't blindside them.
What happened to the days of Dick Butkus who would make people swallow their tongues? I don't know.
They don't because those guys start committing suicide.
Epilepsy and go.
Well, no, they started committing suicide because they were having that CTE.
Yeah. Look at right. How many have? Look at McMahon. He says he's got issues.
Oh yeah.
But he didn't really get hit that many. He got when they get
He
back.
didn't get hit. He got destroyed.
Well, that's because that's what they do back in the day. They would hit. They were.
I mean, they blow the whistle and they're still picking them up and body slamming them to the ground.
What was the latest one? What was that? A year or 2, 3 years ago when the guy slammed Aaron Rodgers to the ground and hurt his shoulder. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that was on the Bears. That was a Bears game. It was a Bears game.
Another Dominic Sue, the little cheater.
No, he liked to step on people. I mean, whatever.
Who's he with now?
I think he's with Tampa.
That's what I thought so. That's what it was, Tampa. So, I was right, but wrong too. There's only been 6 players straight out of high school. I was one of them.
Yeah, but I am curious though when that was. Because it probably was back in the 60s or 70s. It was definitely not recent.
No.
No? You're telling me I'm wrong?
I always tell you you're wrong. You know that. I just like disagreeing with people.
I know, it's fantastic.
Just for the love of the game.
For the love of the game, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I don't know. It doesn't give me any straight out of high school. I mean, it doesn't tell me the years or anything. How many total of 247 high schools contributed to the 262 players selected in the 7 rounds. There's only 7 rounds in NFL. I thought there was more than that.
Why would there be more than that?
Because I thought there was more.
There used to be.
There used to be?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's only 7?
Yeah, because they don't really need that many players.
And it takes that long to watch the draft?
It takes 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to watch it.
Well, no, I like to, but it's boring some days.
What, the draft?
Yeah.
The entire thing's boring. I mean, I like it because I'm just obsessed with it. But if you just sit there and think about it, it's boring as hell.
Boring as hell.
They're analyzing college players that have been analyzed over and over again.
God. What do they have? 15 minutes to decide?
And then they're wrong majority of the time.
Well, the Bears are anyway.
15 seconds. No, they have
I said 15 minutes.
Yeah, in the first round they do.
The best thing I ever did. When I lived in Minnesota, my buddy got us tickets to an NBA draft party at the Mall of America.
Oh, a party, draft party?
Fun.
Oh, that would be a blast.
That was a good time. Some of the best friends I ever made in Minnesota. If you're listening out there, love you, boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
We
We were drunks.
Yeah.
Oh,
That does sound like fun.
oh my God, it was. We were drunk a lot though. Wow. Well, anyway. So,
You were drunk a lot.
oh God, man.
But anyways, back to how I started this. I'm just missing the Bulls game right now.
Do you watch basketball that much?
I watch almost every Bulls game. Or
Do you
listen
really?
to it. Yeah.
I'll have to watch it a little more because I like basketball when I see the highlights and all that, but I don't really ever watch a game. It's like baseball, watching the highlights. Baseball's kind of, I don't want to offend anybody who loves baseball, but it's kind of boring to watch.
It's painful to hear.
What's that?
I absolutely love baseball.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it? Do you get bored at the actual game or?
No, I shouldn't say that because
Do you
I
get-
have sat and watched games and I actually enjoyed it, and it was like it was really nothing. But I guess I misspoke there. It's not really boring. I guess to me it was fun to watch.
Like, is it just
guess I just like
sitting down
sports.
watching TV or?
No, sports. I like watching sports.
Yeah.
That's why I say I want to watch football. What the hell? did I
Rugby?
say? Basketball.
Basketball, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Well,
like
the Bulls play Friday and they play Saturday.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Are
Their first
they
home,
on regular TV?
their home opener is on Saturday. Yeah,
They-
they're all on TV.
They are on regular TV.
Yeah, and on NBC Sports.
Well, that's not regular TV, is it?
Well, I mean, if you have cable,
Well, I haven't had cable in 15 years.
what do you have? You watch live TV? How do you watch? Oh, you watch it through yours,
I got an antenna that I put in the ground
Oh,
and put
so-
above my house.
so you can't watch it.
Well, it depends. I got Netflix
No,
and all that crap.
No, I mean unless you have like Hulu Live or
No.
you have Xfinity's. I forgot what they call their app.
No, I don't have that.
No,
But I think that they do play quite a few of the games on regular TV.
no, they don't.
Okay. Not?
No,
When it comes to the playoffs, they do.
not really. They played
Yes.
it. They played it on TNT.
No.
Hmm.
Jimmy Kimmel always has that thing before the games.
Jimmy Kimball.
Kimmel?
Oh,
I did say
on
Kimball.
Channel 7
I have no idea.
or
what
on
channel it is.
ABC.
I guess.
I mean, they might play a couple of games
They
on
do.
there.
They do. And he does it with the
But they don't do them
basketball,
all, but
too.
they don't do like the entire series.
Yes.
Well, when they're getting to like the
Like the semifinals and all that stuff.
yeah, but they're not doing the divisional rounds. They're only doing like the
Yeah, you're right. When it comes to the bigger, it's down to
yeah.
the
They'll
wire.
get they'll get the championship game, like the Eastern Conference, Western Conference championship game, and then they'll have the championship game.
Yeah, but they do. I know they play all the games. Not all of them, but when it's in like the semifinals.
Well, when they get in, when they probably have those contracts. They probably bought the rights to them. But other than that, the divisional rounds, no, those are on TNT and TBS and
I'll have to watch this year. I think it is. How many games are in basketball?
82,
In baseball's 180?
162.
162. 82 in basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Man, those are 2 long seasons.
And they play. I mean, they start now and they play until like July.
Yeah, right. Holy moly. And you think about football, 17 games, and they're beat to hell.
17. That's a lot of football games. It's a lot, and you can tell. And they play them on. See, they really need to get rid of the Thursday games. That is some of the. Ever since they started Thursday football,
Yeah.
it is some of the worst football you see.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they play Sunday and then they play Thursday?
Well, most of the time.
They do. I know.
But
like the Bears did. They played Sunday and then they played
Yeah, but
Thursday.
almost every Thursday game, if you look at it, there's never been a good game, ever. Every game has been horrible, except when they start the season on Thursday.
Yeah, like with
That's
the
probably
Cowboys.
the only time that you get a good game. But
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, because they're fresh.
but then again, the game that started off the year was not a good game.
It wasn't. I lost.
Well,
And once again, 2 years in a row, Tampa and Dallas started the Thursday game. I think, see, the NFL.
I mean, Dallas shouldn't be in anything prime time. They're just like the Bears. You shouldn't play in prime time.
oh, my God.
They're only like the Bears and Dallas are only prime time because they have name recognition.
Well, Cowboys, yeah. Well, hey, how many Super Bowl rings do the Cowboys have, and how many do the Bears have?
The Bears have more than the Cowboys.
No, they don't.
We proved this.
They do not. We're not talking the when they were the NFC champions and stuff like that back in
before it was
1304.
before it was the NFL.
Yeah.
Championship's a championship, buddy.
No, that's like saying the Dolphins had a perfect season, which they did, but it was only 12 games.
14.
It was it was a total of 12.
14.
Are you sure? They can't hear your head rattle.
Well, yes. Yes.
I thought it was only a total of okay, so 12 regular seasons, regular season. So then you're telling me it was only
Because I think they went 16-0 total.
no, they went 12-0. I think you could be right, but
I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, the record was 14-0. Who was right?
Don't give me that.
I think I was right.
Yeah, you were at 14. How come they always just talk about 12 games?
I've never heard them just talk about 12 games.
I've heard 12.
In your head, you heard 12. I heard 12.
So it's 14. Okay, and now what is it? It's 19 or 20.
It'll be 19 games if you have a perfect season.
Right. And who did that and went all the way and didn't win the Super Bowl?
They went 18. They went 18-1. So it'd be 20 games. Now it'll be 18-1. It was the Dolphins or the Patriots.
Right. Well, I see what you're saying. Okay. Because they didn't lose any games and then they lost the Super Bowl.
It was a divisional round.
Against the Giants, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was it should have been. So, yeah, no, they're 18-1 because they had the divisional round, they had the championship round, and they had the Super Bowl.
19 games then. You're probably right because I was wrong on
12. So they went 18-1. They were 18-0 going into the Super Bowl.
They were 18-0 going into the Super Bowl? Yeah.
And then lost.
Okay, that sounds right. Well, hell bells. How would you like to be that team? Perfect record going into it, had to be the favorite to win.
Well, of course they were the favorite.
And next thing you know, we lost to the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants, who was not like a really good team
They
that
weren't.
year.
Not that.
I think they were 9-7 or 10.
Because that's the NFC East, man.
They just got hot.
Was that the one with the helmet catch?
Yeah.
That was the Super Bowl then?
Yeah, that was the helmet catch. Yeah, me too. I watched the game.
Do you?
I lost some money in that game.
Did you? Do you want to know what Super Bowl I lost money in? Bears and the Patriots.
Bears back in the 84, 85?
I bet against the Bears.
Did you really? You're such a dick.
I wanted them to lose so bad
that
year.
You know how old I was when the Bears won the Super Bowl?
In which year?
85.
Oh, the only one. They lost in 06. 85? Well, let's see. I can pretty much guess. You were probably, let me see. What was I? 85? I was
Is what
24.
that was in February,
So
right?
you weren't even born yet.
That was in February, right? February of 85.
It would have been, yeah.
I would have been 10 months old.
Oh, so you were born 10 months old. And I was like 2, I think.
Yeah, 2.
2 plus another, 4 on it, I believe, 24. Would that be right? 79, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, somewhere around 24, 25.
You were 24?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
you were born in what year?
61.
Damn.
Oh, quit.
Yeah.
So that would have been 61, 71, 81, 20. I can't even go from there. It's had a long
I
day.
can see you counting on your fingers. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but had one good thing happen, and that was it.
Total chaos the entire time.
So now, did you hear? I just heard about it. They got women's quarters with women on it now. They're having, how they had the state quarters?
Women's was that supposed to?
You know how they had the state quarters, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're
Does that
doing
make
it
sense?
now
Because
with
there's
women on it.
Okay, what kind of women?
Well, funny you should ask, because I was curious about it myself, because I heard it on the news. It is these women who have, I guess they must have contributed something to America, I hope, or to whatever. But you got the latest one is Anna May or Wong, something like that.
Who?
Anna May Wong, the first Chinese American film star.
You're fucking kidding me.
No, she's going to be on a quarter.
A Chinese film star?
Yeah. Yep.
American Chinese film star.
Chinese American film star, yes.
Why am I not surprised that the one they talk about is Chinese?
Well, that's the newest one.
And what was the older one?
Don't ask me. I think there was a Maya Angelou, a celebrated writer, performer, and social activist. Oh boy, we're all social activists, aren't we? You had Dr. Sally Ride. Sally Ride. Hey, yeah. Oh, an astronaut she was too. Wow. And then you got some that were, they're doing
All right, so they had Maya Angelou and NASA astronaut Sally Ride will be the first two women to be featured on quarters as part of the American Woman Quarters program.
I thought these
20 women will be featured on quarters through 2025, with up to 5 women honored per year.
Yeah, and
as a result of Circulating Collectible Coin Redesign Act of 2020. Of course, this is a Democrat fucking thing.
Oh, that May Wong they're doing her now, I think. Not doing her now.
May Wong. Why? What?
That's not even an American.
So she
American
contributed being a damn actress? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So she really didn't
Wow, Red Riding Hood loved
she didn't contribute
visiting Grandma's house. I'm listening to something that you're playing on your computer.
I didn't mean to. It probably isn't going through.
Oh. Well, it was Little Red Riding Hood.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, you're looking at the women quarters.
I am. Because
are you amazed with it? Huh?
Is this still playing?
Yes.
It's interesting.
No, it's not.
No, here it is. This is why.
Oh, now it is. There's our man.
I see it. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
I hate these pop-ups. I'm just trying to read, and they keep popping things up. So hold on. Who's this?
That's the astronaut.
Well, see that I can understand.
That's Sally Ride.
Yeah, Sally Ride I can understand. Maya Angelou I can understand.
Why could you understand her?
Maya Angelou?
She's just a celebrated writer.
She was an esteemed poet, civil rights activist, best known in our autobiography is "I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing."
Why do they? I don't know. And then there's Wilma Mankiller.
What?
That's her name. Wilma Mankiller. First woman to chop off a husband's head. No,
are you serious?
No,
She's going. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
She's the first woman elected principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. I figured Mankiller with that name. I knew that was Indian.
Mankiller.
Mankiller.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting name. There's so many names that are interesting to go through life with. You got, I don't know. I can't pick on people's last names. Mine's I heard a lot of shit when I was in school.
What, Mike Cisco?
Oh, quit that. Oh, that's right. I introduced myself in the podcast.
Quit that. Quit saying my name on a podcast that we promote.
Yeah, you always hear, oh, Cisco, oh, Pancho. Oh, shut up. I'm Italian. Cisco with an S is Italian.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I was told a long time ago.
Is it Italian? Cisco sounds very Italian.
Cisco sounds Spanish or Mexican, I mean.
Is it?
Does it not?
All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions here.
All right, let's go for it.
All right.
This is something new in the podcast. It's called
All right.
Few Questions.
Joaquin Phoenix, fake or real name?
Joaquin. I would have to say that's his real name.
Wrong. It's Joaquin Raphael Bottom Leaf Phoenix.
Well, it's Joaquin. Is it Joaquin Phoenix?
I guess, whatever. No, it's Joaquin Raphael Bottom.
Oh, Bottom?
Yeah, I guess. That's what, yeah, Bottom.
Bottom? Okay, next.
Jesus, these pop-ups kill me.
Yeah, they always do.
Billie Eilish.
I would say that's fake. She changed her name.
Yeah, Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell.
So it is Billie Eilish still.
It's just her middle name.
Oh. Okay.
But it's Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell.
No, that can't be real.
Billie Eilish. I'm reading it. It's on Insider.
Oh, that's got to be real.
Vin Diesel.
I'd say that's real.
It's Mark Sinclair Vincent. Natalie Portman.
Yes, real.
Nita Lee Hirschling.
Oh my God.
Reese Witherspoon.
I'm gonna say. Help me out, people. No, it's real.
It's part of her name, but it's Laura Jean Reese Witherspoon.
Nora Jean or Norma?
Laura Jean.
Because you know who Norma Jean was, right?
Now you'd be surprised. Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, lady, that's got to be fake.
Well, yeah, it's Stephanie Joanne Angelina Jamada.
Jamada, how did she come up with?
Hi. She changed her name because Stephanie is a perpetually tortured artist that she can't be in public. I don't fucking know. Kit Harington.
Who is Kit Harington?
He
gonna
was in
say-
the Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yep,
I watched it. I should remember the credits. I'm gonna say fake.
you're correct. It's Christopher Catesby Harrington. Maisie Williams.
I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna say fake.
It's Margaret Constance Williams.
I'm on a roll now.
John Legend.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Say real.
John Rogers Stevens.
Stevens?
Mm-hmm. Mila Kunis.
Oh, I'm gonna put this out there right now. I just think she's
I-
like one of the most
I'm with
beautiful
you.
women in the world.
I'm with you. She is absolutely
I
gorgeous.
would say that's a real name.
It's Melania Markova Kunis.
Yeah, she is like one of the most beautiful
Oh,
women in the world to me.
She's a gorgeous Ukrainian. Now
I
that's why I
actually
would.
follow her on Facebook.
That's why I would save Ukraine. Is because of her.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's Ukrainian.
Mm-hmm. Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. That's got to be real.
I gotta tell you, you would have to be some of these names. I think these parents are smoking crack or something. Amistith Amelia Kelly. Miley Cyrus.
That's real.
This is such a white trash fucking name.
Well,
Destiny Hope Cyrus.
you know who her dad was, right?
He was quite white trash himself.
You know his song.
Billy Ray. Who? His
You know
son?
the song that made him popular?
Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, and you probably weren't even born when that came out.
I'm pretty sure I was. That was
Yeah,
in
you
the
might
80s.
have been. I was thinking it was 85.
Or early 90s.
Was it 90s?
Late 80s, early 90s, I would assume.
Oh.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, man. Real.
Eric Marlon Bishop.
Oh, he's a Marlin. That's right.
Housley.
Who?
Housley.
That's one name?
Housley Fakenpan.
No, I'm going to say that's fake.
Yeah, you're right, because her real name's Ashley.
Is it?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Yeah, that's real.
Benjamin Geza Affleck Bolt.
Bolt.
Boldt.
So he's got two last names.
He has a lot of names. Frank Ocean.
Fake.
Yep, you're right. Christopher Lonnie
Bruja.
And we'll do last one. Katy Perry.
Oh, boy. Katy Perry. Real.
Catherine Hudson.
No way.
Yeah,
Why do people change their names?
because they don't like the name that they.
I mean, do you think it's a selling point?
I'm sure that it's better. Well, some of these names they changed it, and it was a lot better than what their real name was.
No. I think it would be. I don't know. I don't know if I could ever change my name. Like John Mellencamp. He was John Cougar.
He changed his name a lot, didn't he?
No, just once. The record company has
John Cougar Mellencamp. John.
Well, that's when he started wanting his name back. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think the record company wanted him to change his name because they thought Mellencamp wouldn't sell records, so they wanted something that was cool. So they went with Johnny Cougar.
Oh,
So, you know.
doesn't sound cool at all.
No, that kind of does. I mean, John Cougar.
I mean, why didn't they just call him like Johnny Panther?
Well, I guess Panther, cougar is well, now if you think about a cougar these days, what is a cougar these days? Huh?
What a cougar is now?
Yeah. You know what it is.
Oh, it's a hot older female.
How come a guy can't be a cougar?
I think they call him something.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Like child molesters? No, I'm kidding.
I don't think that's what they call him, but no,
Yeah. I wonder what a man is called.
those are interesting questions. I really don't have a good answer for you.
Ticket to paradise.
So you hear Joe Biden's going to our strategic reserve again,
Oh, what's he doing?
taking more oil.
Yeah. From our stock?
Yeah, because and then it's at a 38-year low now.
What is? Oh, the oil, the cost?
The reserve, our strategic reserve, where it's because this oil that he's taken from is only supposed to be used in extreme emergencies or war.
How much has he used so far?
A lot.
So we're
And I think he's taking like another 18 million barrels. And Trump actually tried to buy more when it was at 26 a barrel.
Yeah.
And Biden administration said, well, they're going to start replenishing it when it's $76 a barrel. Like if Democrats want to let Trump buy it when it was 26 because, they're economic geniuses.
Yes, they are.
And now the Biden administration said, well, it's about $65 to $76 a barrel. That's when we're going to buy more.
Biden said that?
The administration said that. The White House. Biden doesn't say shit.
So instead of buying it when it's 26, they buy it when it's 70 something.
Because it makes economical sense. And there's
of course.
And there's a Democrat congresswoman that wants to add a $10.25 tax to each barrel that we purchase.
And this is stuff that we're getting from our own land, America soil.
No, we don't get it from our land anymore.
But we can.
We buy it from the Middle East again.
So why don't we pump our own oil?
Climate change.
Is that what they're claiming?
Yeah.
That's why they won't do it?
That's why they much rather have the Middle East do it because their climate doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because it's all brown people there.
Yeah, right. Oh, my God.
The white people are only worried about the white people here in our bubble of an environment. And even though they shut down pipelines, which is the safest way to transport crude oil,
yes,
they put it on trains and trucks because somehow, some way that's safer and cleaner than running it through a pipeline. That's a Democratic.
Safer and cleaner.
That's a Democratic
the cleaner
way.
point. I don't understand that. So I don't understand why I mean, I guess for years I've thought that. Why don't we just, drill our own oil?
Because we did.
Why rely on somebody else?
We were a net importer under Trump.
We were?
Mm-hmm. Or net exporter. I'm sorry, a net exporter. Right now, we are a negative exporter and a net importer under Biden.
Yeah, because we're buying, and those guys got to probably be looking at us going, look at these stupid Americans. They're just buying our oil when they got their own sitting there.
Well, yeah, that's why they can charge what they want.
Yeah.
Like, they had no choice to compete with us on the world stage when Trump was in office.
Yeah.
Is he made it there. So when we were exporting it, we were selling it to other countries. OPEC had no choice, and Russia had no choice but to almost bottom out on their oil prices. That's why everything was so cheap, but that's why the world's economy and the American economy was booming.
Yeah, and it was when,
because literally oil and gas pretty much dictates what inflation and economies are going to do. And these dumbass Democrats are just...
I don't know how they can't see what they're doing.
They probably do. They just don't give a shit.
That's probably I
because it doesn't affect them as much as it affects anyone else.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So it's not. So technically, it's not their problem. It's going to become their problem come midterms, and I hope everyone gets out to vote and get these pieces of crap out of office.
They need to, but I don't understand how they can't see, what's hurting us. I don't understand how they don't see it.
No, the thing is, I'm pretty sure they see it. But the thing is they don't care.
Well,
they really honestly don't care
because
they're spending money
this stuff, and they're saying, "Well, let's just do this." So these people will pay more for it. Big deal.
Yeah, they literally said that stuff out loud.
They have.
Yeah, they said that paying more is good. They've convinced some of these psychopath followers of them, saying especially when someone was I think put 4 times as much in their gas. I'm doing this for Ukraine. You
Oh
know,
God.
this is good. I'm spending all this money on gas. My gas is $7 a gallon. It was some psychopath liberal nutbag out in California that was happy to pay $7 a
Happy to pay
gallon
$7 a
because it was
gallon.
going to help Ukraine. That is not helping
It's
shit.
not gonna. They're not gonna see a dime of that.
No, well, they will because we give them billions and billions of
Well, we've
dollars
already,
like
yeah,
every
we've already
month.
gave them probably.
Feels like we're constantly giving them money.
It does. Honestly, every time you turn on the news, Biden's giving another 400 billion or whatever he's giving out.
Yeah, you know, November 8th is going to be big, and people really need. If your state is already early voting, you're on the fence about voting, you need to register to vote.
Yes,
Get out your vote. Your vote counts. If
out.
you want things to change, the only way you can change is get off your ass and get to vote.
Yes, vote is very
And
important.
vote the Democrats out.
And
You
if
don't have to vote Republican, but don't vote Democrat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I mean, and if you don't
your
think your
state's
vote
screwed.
counts, well, you're wrong. And if you decide you don't want to vote, well, basically you shouldn't have a voice in bitching about anything then, because you don't really care
You know, and
about the trying
well,
to
yeah,
make
they
change.
don't care. Yeah, you can have your opinion, but if you're not doing anything about your opinion, if you want to sit there bitch and moan, you know what? Literally take, half hour, 45 minutes out of your day, and go get in line.
Yeah.
Or because Democrats have made it very easy for you to vote.
Oh yeah, you could
get a mail-in ballot.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can do it from home.
Yeah, and
go to the post office.
And listen, there's places like Washington D.C. right now that are allowing illegals to vote in their midterms.
I did not know that.
Hmm?
Why would they allow illegals to vote?
Because they just assume that they'd vote Democrat.
Well, obviously, I guess.
Why do you think they opened borders up in the United States? There were a few states that were trying to allow illegals to vote in their elections because they just assumed
that they'll vote. Well, yeah, because I know what you're saying, because they're going to vote Democrat because they're looking at a Democrat saying, "Hey, this guy's letting us in. Let's vote for him."
Yeah, you have 100,000, 200,000 people crossing the border every month. That's 100,000, 200,000 voters. And why do you think Biden, when he was shipping these migrants as they're coming in all over the country in the middle of the night, at least DeSantis and Abbott and the governor of Arizona had the balls to ship them to these other states that are in the daylight.
That was great. DeSantis that shipped to
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard.
And then they had a complete.
First they welcomed him, and then they're like,
kind of.
Yeah, they said they welcomed him. I remember that. And the next thing I know, like the next day, they're shipping him somewhere else.
They're kicking them out off the island because it was just destroying them financially. It's one of the richest. It was one of the richest places in the United States.
It is.
Yeah,
I did not know that. I just knew that was the Kennedys and Onassis,
like the Obamas and. So you don't name like some of the most wealthiest people in the country.
That's what I was doing, yeah.
And that's why it was one of the most wealthiest places to be, and they couldn't support 50 migrants.
And 50. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Was just 50.
It was just 50?
Just 50, and it put them on the brink of collapse.
No, how?
Exactly. This city of New York, had a state of emergency. Washington D.C. state of emergency.
What did Chicago get? Chicago got like 500, didn't we?
They got quite a few. I don't know how many they got.
And that's the other thing. Come on, Illinois people. I'm an Illinois guy. Actually originally Indiana, but I'm in Illinois. Vote, man. We got to get rid of Pritzker. We got to get rid of Lightfoot.
You gotta get rid of it. Oh my gosh, that state's screwed. You guys are just like California.
Like I told you before, the funniest commercial I seen was Lightfoot saying, "This is going to be the summer of fun," and all it shows is people getting shot.
Yeah, that's the hell. So I mean, I know you wanted to look some stuff up like the week of Chicago. Did you?
No, I wasn't, but I didn't find anything. I want to look.
You didn't find anything interesting?
No, nothing. Well, that's Chicago for you. I didn't find anything really interesting that I thought was interesting at the time. I wanted looking up politics in Chicago.
Did you ever look up the city of Chicago TikTok videos with Beetlejuice and her dances and?
No, I don't want to see her dance.
Oh, you should see them. They're terrible. It's such a waste of taxpayer money in the city of Chicago. Such a waste. And it's like extremely cringe. And it's just it's so bad to watch, but you can't stop watching because it's so terrible.
Oh my God, we got to get her out of there, people. I mean, I'm sorry, but
I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't either. Because who do we have? Bailey running against Pritzker now,
Mm-hmm.
and they're slamming him to beat hell, and people are buying into that. The commercial where you only get one sentence out of what maybe the guy said, and it maybe not be true, but it sounds
Oh,
bad.
they manipulate. They
Right,
manipulate.
exactly.
The attack ads. I don't know why people even listen to attack ads. To be honest with you.
I don't either. I don't get that, but I mean, you don't hear many against Pritzker really right now, but
Yeah, and believe me, there's plenty.
oh,
There's plenty to go after. But Beetlejuice, I mean, she has. I think
she doesn't have any good ideas.
she's never had any good ideas.
No, not at all.
What I think won her was she was black, lesbian,
gay.
and
Of course, that's what won her. What do you think?
and she literally looked like Beetlejuice.
That's what I think. Oh my God, she is. I'm sorry, woman. I mean, God, more power to your lover, because if I was kissing you and I opened my eyes, I'd be like, oh my Lord, what did I do? I mean, I'd be like,
I wonder if she's drunk all the time.
I just wonder how long it takes for her lover to wake up in the morning and look over and say, what did I do?
And then she takes a shot of tequila and does a line and goes on about her day.
Oh, I bet that thing smells. Oh, God.
Oh, could you imagine? I bet she was like more like baby powder and lavender.
Why would it be baby powder and lavender?
I just get that. I get that sense that's her smell.
No, I think it'd be BO, more like BO.
I don't think she has BO. I think it's baby powder and lavender. I think that's her smell.
Well, let's take a poll if people can chime in on our podcast or write to us or whatever.
Or
you
you can
do.
send us a message, make a comment.
Yeah.
If you think, does she smell like BO? Does she smell like baby powder and lavender? Or whatever you think she
Whatever
smells like.
you think your favorite
What does
smell is.
Beetlejuice smell like?
Beetlejuice, yeah. I hope you know who we're talking about, right?
If you haven't, everybody calls her Beetlejuice.
Do they?
Oh,
See, I
yeah.
thought I made that up.
That's nationwide. No, that's a nationwide thing. Oh, did you also see Nancy Pelosi, who I like to call Skeletor?
Skeletor.
She said that Biden has gotten more accomplished in the past 2 years than any president she's ever seen.
She said that?
Yeah, where he got more accomplished. That's how she talks, because she has like the
Well, she's probably drunk because her husband just got a
I think she
DUI.
has the alcoholic shakes sometimes when she isn't drinking. As you can see, she's shaking and she could barely get a sentence
But she
out.
honestly believes Biden has accomplished more
In 2 years as president than any
What has
president.
he accomplished? Tell me.
High inflation.
Yes.
High gas prices.
Yes.
No.
The deficit.
No food on the shelves.
We got a higher deficit than ever, don't we?
Yeah, he's spent trillions of dollars.
Well, he's sending trillions and billions over to Ukraine.
Oh no, we're naming off his accomplishments here.
Oh,
Hold
that's
on.
right.
Hold on. So high inflation, high gas prices, unbelievable. No food on the shelves. Gas is getting banned in states.
Huh?
Yeah, because like natural gas and gas in general in California is going to be outright banned. Natural gas I think is already outright banned.
In where? California? You
Yeah.
said? How can they ban natural gas?
Because they are a dictator socialist country. Because people, it's funny, a lot of Democrats want the United States to mimic California.
They do?
Yeah.
Why? California's got to be like...
California's horrible. It's horrible.
It's got to be the... It's just the Chicago of the whatever it is, the south... Well, not southwest. Where are they at? I can't even think right now.
Who are you talking about?
California.
They're in the west.
The west. I said west, but I said
I
south.
mean, they literally take up almost the entire coast.
Yeah, I know. That's going to snap off into the ocean.
That's what they've been saying for decades, and it hasn't happened yet.
Closer.
There's no way it's getting closer. I hope it happens and they sink to the bottom of the fucking ocean.
No, I don't want to see. I'd love to see California once. There's got to be some beautiful women out there.
Well, yeah, there's beautiful women everywhere, but
That's true too.
as long as the crazy leftists stay on there, and the normal people come off, California can go. Newsom needs to stay on there way as it sinks.
Speaking of beautiful women, who is the that golfer? Paige, is that her name?
Oh, Paige, what was it? Paige Stefanik or something like that?
She did something and people were giving her shit because it didn't look like she had makeup on or nothing. She threw out a pitch at a baseball game.
Okay.
And they were just chastising her because Oh, she gained weight. She did this. She looked fine to me.
Are you serious?
I'm like, wow, this is
They were
crazy.
fat shaming her,
Yeah,
and
she's not fat.
and isn't fat beautiful now?
Well, like years ago it was.
No, they just did this. They just did that swimsuit thing with like a 500-pounder on there.
What?
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Well, who's that one black singer now? She's a big girl. No way, you're kidding.
What black singer are you talking about?
All of them.
Well, like they shamed Adele for losing weight.
Yes.
She got healthy, lost weight, and all of a sudden she's like a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's exactly right too. That's crazy.
It's like, oh, she looks good.
She does look good.
Or they go after Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos, got himself in shape. He looks good. He used to be a fat slob in the 90s. He got himself in shape, started eating
Did you
better.
hear what his wife has donated? She has donated over, I don't know how many billions of dollars. She just gave $84 million to the Girl Scouts.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, how much money does she have that she can donate that much?
He is almost a trillionaire, so all kinds of money.
Oh, he's
almost.
He is the See, I worked too hard.
World's
he's
richest.
Amazon.
Yeah, he owns Amazon.
Right, man. But his wife that he divorced wasn't too bad looking.
Well, I mean, when you have money,
oh my God,
you're going to get a decent.
Anybody you want?
Pretty well, you should be able to.
Well, you should, yeah.
If not, you can buy them or create your own.
See, what kind of fun is that?
It sounds like a lot.
Okay, sexually, yes, that could be fun.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
I'm looking for somebody I know that's going to want to be around me, just to be around me, not to be around my money. Don't you think that's the way it should be?
I mean, it probably is the way it should be, but is someone with that much money, you think that really how it is?
Do you think they care? I guess that would be the thing to say.
Because it would be the woman you had before you got rich that you would be the most trustworthy. That she's not with you because of your money.
Yeah, and that's what I would be looking for. The one that was with me before I got rich. But
the thing is, how do you know you're going to get rich though? I mean,
I'm never going to be rich. God won't let me get rich because He knows I would retire.
I would retire. Oh, I think I would. If you got rich, I think I'd retire with you.
I'd help you out. I'd give you $1.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'd say don't spend it all in one place.
I would. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to afford anything with $1.
What am I going to do with this $1? I'd get like a fishing pole with a hook on it with $1. Oh, almost got it.
I wouldn't even go after it. It wouldn't be worth it.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I would rather have a woman want me for me, which, might be hard to find.
No, it's not hard to find. You have yourself a great woman.
I do, actually.
She is incredible.
I do.
I'm in love with her.
Well, that's.
I think when I talk to her and leave, I'm gonna just start saying I love you too.
Okay.
You think she'll appreciate it?
Oh yeah, she will. She's definitely a great woman. She is. She's a good one.
Does she get jealous of me when we talk to each other?
Yeah, no, I don't think she does.
I think so.
No, she just.
She is jealous of you, but because you get to talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. I want to talk to him.
I'm just happy I'm finally Facebook friends with her. I finally have her number. It's pretty exciting in my world.
Well, that's gonna make her day. I'm gonna let her know that. That's good. That's good. Hey, I do have a good one. I have a keeper.
Tell her, does she listen to our podcast?
She has listened, not to the whole thing.
Not to the whole thing. We have 2 out there.
We have 3 out there.
Okay. So
do we have 3?
Yeah, we have 3 out there.
She thinks it's too long. I mean, I think once I get going and quit being so tired, and I could, look up things and talk about.
It could probably be longer.
Because
this will be fun.
It would be. I want to discuss mental health one time.
I wanted to. Yeah, I think we've talked about that before about doing mental health.
I mean, it's a real issue. It just seems to me that more people are using that as an excuse these days.
Well, I wonder if there's just different parts of mental health. I mean, what is it that is, like, I don't know much about it myself. So
I don't either. That's why I want to look into
it. I really want to get into it too. But
because I just think I get disgusted not disgusted so much when I hear like these shooters or these things, and all of a sudden they said he had mental health issues. There had to be signs that he was just a downright deviant or something, whatever you want to say.
Well, yeah, but I would just, what did he have? I know you can't say like, was he like handy capable, or is I think that's how it's like handicapped somewhere, or is
In
that the
his
mental
mind,
health? Yeah,
is that the mental issue, or is the mental issue, anger issues? Is the mental issue, um,
yeah. So we're getting in an area that like I literally don't know anything about.
no, I don't either.
And I'd like to look it up. That's
And
for
I do.
sure.
I'd like to talk about that because I get so tired of hearing that it's a mental issue. They had mental issues. It's just the person killed 2 people, 6 people, 10 people, but he had mental issues. What is that going to do? Let him off?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to dig into that too because rehabilitation in prison for 20 years doesn't do anything. It doesn't rehabilitate. Just like now, that one mob guy got awarded. Here's the thing: he was in for 20 something years. I can't remember his name though. I just listened to it. He was awarded, I think, was it 30 something million? But the state will only give him $1 million because they will not give money to offenders or something like that that's been in prison. Hell, I'd take $1 million. That would set me for the rest of my life. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Interesting.
I think that would be a good topic, at least to learn more about.
I would like to learn more, but I would like to go dig into it, and I would like to pluck some people's brains.
Yeah, because honestly, I really think if we had a better understanding of mental health, that would make a massive amount of changes.
It could.
I think so. I think if there's more of an
I
understanding.
mean, unless it's just a cop out, and they're saying that because, like
Well,
I
see,
said,
that's why I think if there's a bigger conversation, you'll be able to see if there was a true mental illness,
yeah.
or if you're just playing it
there
up
is.
because.
I believe there
Well, yeah,
is.
but or you're just playing it up because you're just a fucking bitch.
Yeah, right,
You know?
exactly. But I know there is. I mean, you look at the people with personality disorders. The one that's mental issue, where they got more than one personality or whatever you want to say. There's one here that I would like to crack the noggin on. And, if I would just crack the noggin, I wouldn't want to see what's inside it. But it's all right. It's all good.
Yeah.
But, that's something that I'd like to get into that one. I'd like to dive
I think that's
into
something
that
we
one.
should look into for next week or maybe the week after that.
Yeah, mental issues, mental health, because you know what? It is a real thing, and it is a scary thing, I guess, so to speak. But you know what? Hey, it's all good.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I know. This is something I definitely want to. I wouldn't mind diving into a lot more. That's for sure.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be a good one to do, I think.
So you got to check out what I was telling you about with this flying fish.
Oh, yes,
so
that's what you like. The flying fish.
So I was watching this thing on HBO Max called The Hunt, and all of a sudden there was this cool looking fish. I can't remember what they're called.
Well, one's called the Atlantic flying fish.
No, the fish that hunts them.
The fish.
One of the fish that they're showing that hunt them. I wish I could remember. I really do.
You mean there's a fish that hunts the flying fish?
Yeah.
Really? Go ahead.
But then I saw, I wish I remember, but these flying fish, it's incredible that they come out of their biggest way of escaping of being eaten underwater is to fly out of the water. But they have this fine line of being just above the water and not getting ate to being low enough where they're not being grabbed up by birds.
They just go right above the water, you say?
Yeah, they can go up. I think it was they can be up to 8 tons. That's not right.
Yes, they have evolved with these things because they are trying to elude their pursuers, which are the mackerel, the tuna, the swordfish, the marlin, and other large fish.
Yeah.
How you like that? That just came natural. It popped right out of my head. But it's crazy. They actually have wings.
Yeah, legitimate wings.
Yeah, I
and
know.
they can. I'm blown away by it.
I didn't know about it until you started talking about it the other day, and I'm like, what? I got to look this up. They say flying fish are ray fin fish with highly modified pectoral fins. Despite their name, flying fish aren't capable of powered flight. Instead, they propel themselves out of the water at speeds of more than 35 miles an
That's
hour.
incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once in the air, their rigid wings allow them to glide for up to 650 feet.
So can they breathe?
Well, they have to be breathing. I mean, they go probably to 650 feet, then they go,
But
and then they go under.
don't like whales hold their breath underwater? That's
I
why
don't know,
they
I know whales only have sex once a
is that
year,
why they come up?
or once every 10 years or something.
Is that why they come up and just blow that air out and suck it in and go back underwater for like?
Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but so are more of these are like same? They just hold their breath or can they breathe?
That's a good question. We got to get any, what are those people called? Aquiologists? Oh, I don't know. I just made that word up, but
Marine biologists,
marine biologists.
aquiologists. Is that even a word?
I know. I just made it up. I just said
Oh,
that.
did you? I need to pay attention to you more.
And these are an average of 7 to 12 inches. So these things are huge.
Man, I wonder how they taste.
Oh, they do eat them. I know that. I seen something about that.
Who eats them? People? Really? I would like to know because they look good. They look like they'd be a good fish to eat.
Why? Why don't you just mount one on the wall with their fins out? So they got wings and then they got tail wings or whatever you want to call them. Let's see. Can you eat flying fish?
Well, I'm sure you can eat any type of fish, but for some reason they look good. They look like a good piece of meat.
What are flying fish's enemies? I already did that. I want to know if you can eat them. How do flying fish? No.
I'm actually curious I'm curious if whales can how they breathe.
Whales breathe through their blowholes.
Well, no shit. I know they breathe through their blow. Oh, do they really?
No, I don't know. You said they do.
Oh my gosh! Literally.
Ooh, the meat of a flying fish is tender and white in color, providing a good tasting meat that can be baked, fried, grilled, steamed, or served in stews.
Ooh, that all sounds good.
It is best to eat flying fish soon after they have been caught, since they do not keep well for shipping long distances.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, because we'd have to take them out into the Atlantic and bring them back this way.
But you can eat like what?
I don't know. I was just trying to.
I wonder why.
They don't keep.
They tell you why?
No.
Why not?
I don't.
There has to be a reason.
No.
You just can't tell me. Just can't say just because.
Yeah.
It's like talking to my kids.
Well, it's. Well, that's the answer these days when you ask somebody a question, because. But that's not an answer. Well, because.
That's still not an answer, and it's a terrible answer.
It is.
I
I
don't
know
accept
that.
that
When
as an
people
answer.
do that to me, I say that's not an
I want
answer.
to know why they won't make it to me.
They,
How am I going to
okay,
get?
maybe you could pack it in ice and it would stay. Any fish is not going to keep for a long time.
But at least make the trip back to Indiana so I can eat the damn thing.
Well, you're going to have to pack it in ice.
Does it say that?
No.
Then how do you know?
Since they do not keep well for shipping long distances.
But they put it in ice.
Well, how do you don't know?
Why? I've watched, The Biggest Catch.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
What is The Biggest Catch?
It's a TV show on the.
No, I mean, what kind of fish is The Biggest Catch?
Oh, I don't know.
And who told us they were canceling crab season or something like that? Not canceling crab season.
Canceling crab season?
Not canceling, but not having. Yeah, some places not having.
Why, they don't have any crab in the water?
Yeah, it's getting the
overfished.
No, yeah, caught.
Oh, overcrabbed.
Overcrabbed, yeah. You
It
ever
sounds
had
like
crabs?
No, I've never had them, but I imagine someone we know does.
Yeah. Oh, bazinga.
Yeah, the fucking cigarette burn Barbie.
No, they some places, because they're getting scared, not scarce, but they're, what is it, extinct? Maybe, who knows? I don't know the proper word for it. All I know
is
crabbing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those sons of bitches can fly.
Which ones?
The crabs, not fly, jump. I never had.
I like no, really.
Nope.
Like the food we're talking about,
yes, right? No, I've had that.
Which one?
The food.
Oh. Don't confuse me.
No, I never had that. That's thank God for that. Why does not flying fish stay for a long time? And I don't know. What do you find out about your whales?
Oh. Well, not much. I mean, I have it pulled up.
What do they say they breathe through?
Their nostrils and blowhole.
See, I was nostrils.
Yeah, they got nostrils apparently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They want me to watch a video. Not interested in watching a video. But whales and dolphins are mammals and breathe air into their lungs just like we do. They cannot breathe underwater like fish can, as they do not have gills. They breathe through nostrils called a blowhole. Oh, I guess it's called a blowhole.
It is. I knew it was called the
Located
blowhole.
right on the top of their heads.
Yeah.
This allows them to take breaths by exposing just the top of their heads to the air while they are swimming and resting under the water. After each breath, the blowhole is sealed tightly by strong muscles that surround it, so that water cannot get in to the whale or dolphin's lungs.
Or it would drown.
When a dolphin surfaces for air, he breathes out. Oh, they're using a pronoun. He. They should just call it it.
It breathes, yes.
Out, exhales first and then breathes in, inhales. I like how they write that. Why don't they just say he or she or it exhales first and then inhales? Why do you got to put it in parentheses?
Because it's making sure. I do that all the time when I'm writing something.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, that didn't make any sense.
I know. I was going to say something shady towards it, but I'm not going to do it.
It's all right. You do it all day.
I know. I got really probably work on that.
Oh, it's all fine.
If you close, I actually lost my spot here.
Inhale and exhale.
If you are close by, it's easy to hear dolphins blow at the surface.
There's a few women I've been close to that I heard blow.
Often hear a dolphin before you see him. The blow is a sound you hear, and then a spray of water. Blah 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 blah. That does not answer any of my questions.
Blowhole. That's all I know. As I knew that. So my question is:
so dolphins have to breathe 4 or 5 times every minute.
Really?
What about whales?
Oh, whales.
Sperm whales.
They have sex once every 10 years.
I'm looking. I'm not talking about how they have sex. I'm looking at their.
Can you imagine the size of that load that comes out of that thing?
Have you seen the size of them? It's probably why they're called sperm whales. They're just full of it. They don't need to take breaths for every 2 hours.
Oh, that's pretty good. Now, do you think of being a whale that big and they're underwater, do you think they feel the weight of their body on them, or is the water holding them? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? You're in the water and you weigh like 16 ton.
Okay.
Do you think they're going, man, I'm sinking to the bottom. How do I gotta keep myself up on the water. I gotta use my muscles to keep myself. Or do they feel their own weight? Like me, I feel my weight a lot.
I don't know.
I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not making myself clear. They're floating in the water, right?
Kind of.
Okay.
They're kind of just, they're moving their tail fin and they're like dorsal fins and stuff to make them.
They don't have dorsal fins.
What do you call that?
That's called a fin, not a dorsal fin.
What's a dorsal fin? Where's the dorsal at?
The dorsal is on the top, ain't it?
I don't know. Dorsal fin. Let me look this up.
Man, look at the size of that thing.
That's the blowhole.
That is?
Yeah.
I know a couple glory holes that big, but what the hell?
Where's those at?
Wherever you want them to be.
I don't know how to answer that one.
Yeah, I know. There's another guy we work with. He would probably show you.
I know. No, we won't talk about that.
Dorsal fin. Look it up.
All right.
Dorsal fin.
So you say it's the dorsal fin's on top? I think
the dorsal fin is on the back, like when you see the shark coming. I thought that was the dorsal fin.
Oh, no, you might be right. I might just sound like a complete idiot there.
Well, I could be.
Dorsal fin whale.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's right there. That's the killer whale. It's a killer
whale
shark.
Dolphin?
But they call the killer sharks, but they're actually whales.
Hold on. Whale dolphins have it? Right whale has it. Orca, humpback whales, flicker. There's a one called a flicker.
That's a horse.
Collapse. Hold on. Maybe I'm just reading crazy stuff.
Well, where's the dorsal on the ones that, like the
Well, dolphins, killer whales, porpoises. Yep. So I'm assuming then sperm whales don't have them.
What a name for a whale that only has sex every 10 years.
You know what? Now I'm going to look that up to make sure that's true. Jesus. How often?
And it only lasts like 10 seconds. Something that big you'd think would have a...
Well, if you're waiting every 10 years, then Surprised the last 10 seconds.
But do you think are they floating, or do they have to work at keeping their body floating?
Oh my gosh, once every 4 to 20 years
Oh, wow.
until they're about 40 years old.
And then they just stop?
Yeah.
Wow, what a meaningless life.
Do
See how
whales
long it
hold
lasts?
do whales hold each other up during sex?
They do?
Hold on, that is a question that was asked.
That's an interesting question. Babe, you gained a little weight lately?
Okay. All right. This is so weird. I don't know how I'm gonna. Okay. Since there's no appendages to hold each other in place, body position and angles are important. Mating belly to belly may enable males to push females up using the water surface as a barrier.
Oh, really? So they use the surface of the water as like a something that's pushing down on them while he's pushing up on her.
Mm-hmm.
And then sperm's inside her.
I guess.
Does it say how long? I think it only lasts 10 seconds. It's the best 10 seconds of her life, I bet. Because, hell, I wonder if she asks how old you are, because if she says, I'm 40, she's like, oh, great. How am I going to get it once with this guy?
Was there not? Well, they said that female whales are not loyal to their donors.
You know which animal is loyal?
I
don't know. There might be more, but
The
the
monkey.
penguin.
The monkey's very loyal.
Penguins mate for life.
Yeah.
Penguins mate for life. How do I know so much about animals?
How much you know about the sex life of animals? That's really that intrigues me very much.
Well, animals have to have sex too.
We were talking about the flying fish and blowholes, and all of a sudden it just went
No, we were talking blowholes, and then next thing I know, it's interesting, not that I want to see animals having sex, but how come every time you go to a zoo it looks like a monkey's humping another monkey all the time? I don't know. You got to figure out, how does crocodiles do it? How do porcupines do it? I mean, do they?
I'm assuming the same way.
Do they, tuck their quills in while he's railing her or something, or what?
Oh, I don't know.
Praying mantis, they get done, they eat their mate's head.
The female does.
Yeah, exactly. What a rude way to go. I mean, do you think the male is so exasperated from sex that she starts gnawing on his head, and he's like, go ahead, I don't care, babe.
Well, I don't think he has much of a choice now, does he?
If I was a praying mantis, if I was the male, as soon as I got done, I'd start walking away. And she'd be going, come back, I'm not done. Oh, yeah, you are. You got your woman on the line?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I got no woman.
Ooh.
Look at this, giraffes.
Having sex?
No.
This guy is the king of loving giraffes.
I absolutely love them.
They are a very majestic animal. Except them horns on the head, they look dumb with them things on there. They need to take them off.
They take off their horns.
I don't know. Is that what it's called, a horn?
I think so.
Really? How do I know so much about animals? That is amazing to me.
Do you watch Animal Planet? I love Animal Planet.
I have that Planet Earth video that I've only watched a little bit. I've watched the dung beetle, and that was about it, I think. It's interesting to watch that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? There was a series called Planet Earth, and it went through all these different animals. So one was the Serengeti. Did I pronounce that right? Serengeti?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I've watched that.
It was very interesting. It's very cool to watch, actually. I mean, I think they got a new one coming out on I don't know what channel. So, I don't have cable.
Do you watch on Channel 11 or Channel 26?
I watch Channel 11 if I see something good on there. Yes. I watch Simply Ming.
Oh, me too. I like that.
You like him?
I do. I'm a
didn't
big
know
fan.
Knew that.
Simply Ming. There's another one, but I like watching that guy. But
I'd love to taste his food.
Oh, me too.
Oh, I thought you looked at me strange, like, oh, it's a chef?
No, I would like. No, he does sound good because, gosh, there's It's like that country. Is it the Country Kitchen?
No, Cook's Country Kitchen.
Yeah.
That's another one I watched too.
Yeah, that one's.
Oh my god.
That one's good.
I guess I watch a lot of cooking shows because, well, I made what I call Mexican corn over the weekend. I took corn.
I think they call that maize.
That's Indian.
Huh?
Maize is Indian.
But isn't it Mexican too?
It could be. I always associate it with Indians, how and all that stuff.
Indigenous people.
Indigenous
or
that's
natives.
Right. Or just
Indians are from India.
Or native bitches.
Or Indiana.
What? Yeah, crabs.
No, my belt's like tearing into me.
Oh man, I hate when that happens. God, does that hurt?
Oh man, it got really uncomfortable there for a second.
And it is, man. I don't know what it is. Well, it could be because I got a hut over my tool, but
a hut.
Yeah. But anyway,
are you talking about your stomach?
Of course.
Oh, there was this thing you were telling me the other day. I still find it hilarious. Should I mention it?
What is it?
What your love of your life asked you why you don't do this around the house anymore?
Oh yeah, that's right. She did. Yeah. She.
And what was the reason why you don't do it anymore?
Yeah, she. Well, I don't care. I suppose she would probably get a kick out of it. I used to walk around naked quite a bit, but now I don't. And she said, "You used to do it all the time," and I'm like, "Well, when you gain weight, you're a little self-conscious."
I really want to lose weight. I didn't lose weight.
Oh, I do.
So, no, we should do it together since we're like around each other all the time.
Well, that would work. We hardly ever eat though. The only thing we ever
weird.
eat
I don't
is
understand.
this stuff
that might be the problem.
It is. It's got to be. That or we go to the next door and that stuff gains your weight like
so
anything.
Maybe we should go shopping together and just because we have to
get healthy food.
Yeah, because we sit next to each other.
What's healthy? Almonds.
Bananas.
I don't like bananas.
Apples.
I could eat an apple.
I don't know. We might have to look this up.
How to eat healthy. Can anybody out on this podcast listening give us some advice? Yeah, we could do it. We should do it.
Don't do an extreme on us because, listen, it's probably not going to work.
The first time somebody brings in pizza, which I always say we need a pizza truck here.
Pizza or half the stuff that people do bring in.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Don't say. Are we going to be able to say no to?
And look, you know what's coming up, don't you? You got Thanksgiving.
I know. Hold on. You got Thanksgiving. You got Christmas. I have my son's birthday. Halloween.
What do you eat on Halloween?
Candy.
Candy. God, yeah. So, yeah. No, we could do it. We could have a buffet of apples, oranges, mangoes, pineapples.
Ooh, mangoes sound good.
Mangoes are good. I love mangoes.
Oh, man. Oh, some peaches.
Peaches is my favorite fruit. Is it a fruit?
Yeah, it's a fruit.
Anybody out there listening, send me some peaches if you love me. Come on.
And if you want, you can send it to the address I think is in DeMont, Indiana.
We don't have an address yet.
No, we're working on trying to decide if we're gonna get a PO box or just buy a piece of property to have our mail sent to.
Yeah, so I want them peaches. Getting back into this sex thing.
Because we're talking about peaches.
Yes, they say if a woman eats peaches, her what will taste like a peach.
Just like if we eat pineapple juice
or takes the sour taste or the
saltiness away,
the funky spunk out of it, or whatever you want to call it.
The funky spunk. Get out of here! Oh,
I love pineapple too, though. That is like the best. Peaches are my favorite, but pineapple gotta be my. Now I bought a thing now that you can buy a pineapple, you cut the top off, and then you just drill it down into it, and it cuts it for you. You pull it out, and you got all them nice pineapple rings. Instead of having to try to cut it yourself.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Know. It's like mangoes. Mangoes are almost impossible for me to ever cut.
A mango?
Yeah. So if I do it, I'll cut it in half and just start sucking off the.
Well, that's why I like that muskmelon.
That's not bad.
Or cantaloupe, or whatever you want to call it.
There's two different things. They are, but they to me they seem to taste the same.
Yeah, me too, and they kind of look the same.
They do actually. They do.
But I have such a different. I get so mad cutting those things up.
Oh God, yeah.
And actually, I get mad cutting any of them up.
I do. I know.
Same with watermelon. Oh, I love watermelon.
Oh yeah. I just recently started liking watermelon.
But it's such a pain in the ass to cut this shit, and it's a huge mess.
And my problem? I can never pick out fruit. I never know how to pick out fruit.
Neither do I.
And it's like
I get to the produce aisle and I look at everything. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy a bag of something
that's what I do.
because I can't
'Cause
decide.
I want to pick out peaches and all this apples.
And here's the thing, and I don't know how long this stuff actually lasts.
No.
Because like when something sits in my fridge, say for a week, I don't touch it after that.
Well,
Makes me a little nervous.
you got to look and see if there's anything on it or anything like that.
Or something I actually just forget that it's in there.
I do. That's what I do. I put it in a crisper that's supposed to stay longer. It stays longer. It stays like 6 months in there.
Yeah, I know it's true. Because I forget about the damn thing after I fill it up. Oh, it's so angering.
Oh my God. That's good. But no, I need to learn how to do fruit, do fruit. I need to learn how to.
Where are you going to? North side of Chicago or San Francisco?
I don't know which ones would be better. Which side?
Neither. Dear Lord, neither. Oh, man. Chicago is winning 96-86 going into the fourth quarter.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Miami.
The Heat, huh?
Yep.
Did you see that the Sox were looking at trying to get Ozzy back?
Yeah, well, I think there's. I think
he's part of it. He had something to do with the Sox again now, isn't he?
Well, he works for the broadcasting team.
Oh, that's what it was.
But
yes.
I think they're doing it to appease the fans because they made such a terrible hire with Tony La Russa.
Oh my God, did they make a terrible hire there? He took him, as far as he could, and they couldn't go any farther.
Listen. They had a window, and he came in and slammed that thing shut.
He probably did. You're probably right.
No, he definitely did.
They
did not. They
went to the series before the World Series.
They did not. Before he came there.
No, when he was his first year.
No, he didn't.
I thought his first year there, they went that far.
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. Interesting.
Very positive. No, I think I don't even think they made the playoffs his first year there. No, he didn't. They didn't make the playoffs last year, did they? No, they didn't.
Not last year, I don't think.
He's only been there for 2 years.
No, then his first year he did.
No.
Did he take Ozzy's place?
No.
Whose place did he take? It was God, what was his name? I could think of it.
If you're gonna say Ventura, that's not right.
No. Who, Jesse, the wrestler?
Robin Ventura. No, he was
yes, that's who it was,
no,
wasn't it?
It wasn't, no. No, it was the Cubs had him before they hired Joe Madden.
Wonder where he went.
Joe Madden. He's a free agent.
Oh, is he?
He was fired from the Angels last year. I think there is a possibility he's in a running
for the Sox.
Mm-hmm. Now that'd be huge. Now that would get the team to the playoffs and probably win a World Series. Because he's a culture changer.
How many Sox fans would like a Cubs?
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you want Joe Madden to be your manager?
Do you know how Southside people are, and they're loyal to their Sox? They wouldn't want anything to do with a Cubs coming in there, a Cub guy coming in there.
Well, they already dealt with it with Ricky Renteria. That's who was the manager before Tony La Russa.
Oh, and he was a Cubby?
He was hired before they hired Joe Madden, because I know they hired Dale. Or was Dale Swain? I know he was a Cubs manager, and then he got fired. It was before they got. I think it was before they got Joe Madden, and then the Sox hired him, and then he got fired before they hired.
So you think Madden would still be good?
Why not?
Why did the Angels fire him?
Well, they made terrible decisions on players. You can only win with the players that you got.
Is he part of the decision making?
I don't think he was that much in L.A.
Oh, really? How long was he there?
2 or 3 years.
Man, baseball coaches don't last that long, do they?
Either win or you don't.
I mean, look at football ones. Football guys. Hey, did the Washington coach get fired? That was the Bear. He was going to get fired if they probably didn't win against the Bears.
I didn't hear anything.
Was that Rivera?
Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
I don't think they should, because Dan Snyder's dealing with a bunch of other shit, so he probably shouldn't.
It's rare. I always think it's rare to see him fire a coach halfway through the season, but they did it. Who's my owner? Jerry Jones did it.
Well, the Panthers fired their coach 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. 4 games in, done.
Wow. Can't even give the guy a chance.
Oh, no, they gave him a chance.
4 games.
I think he was the coach last year, too. And they sucked also last year.
Yeah, Panthers have been sucking wind for a little bit. They all have. There's amazing teams coming out there like the Jets. Where did they come from? But they look pretty good. I watched them against Green
This
Bay.
is drafting, getting the correct coach in there, dealing with a lot of growing pains. And
Jets got a lot of growing pains to go.
yeah, I think they finally have the correct general manager in there.
What's his name?
Ryan Poles.
Yeah, I don't.
I think they have the correct general. What do you mean?
I just don't.
He gutted the team, and he's trying to deal with 2 horrible GMs that he's trying to fix. GMs, general managers before him, with Ryan Pace and Phil Emery.
Oh, you don't like Pace?
No.
And who? Emery?
Emery was before Pace.
Yeah.
They have just destroyed the Bears.
How is Pace still in there?
What do you mean? Is he still in there?
He's a GM. How come McCaskey fired him?
They did fire him. They hired Ryan Poles.
Oh, that's right. Jesus Christ.
Pace.
I got lost. My head started to.
Pace is down in Atlanta. Is
that where he is?
I think he's an assistant GM, or he's the head of pro scouting down there, or something like that.
I don't know. I just think this Pulse guy's not going to do any good.
Pulse?
Whatever. Pulos? Whatever.
Pulse. Pulse.
Pulse?
Why do you think he's not going to do good?
I just get that feeling. See, that's how I base my things out.
But you also have the feeling that Dallas is going to be good every year. So
No,
I can't trust that. I feel that you do.
The sportscasters always, every year, seem to say Cowboys are looking good this year. And you know who I shouldn't say can't stand, but that Chris Collinsworth.
Oh, I can't stand him either. Oh, he's terrible.
Praises this guy.
He's so horrible.
Team, and then the next thing you know, he's destroying the guy too in the same.
Oh, he's absolutely terrible. Absolutely, I don't like him.
It's crazy.
I think he's the worst.
Why isn't Al Michaels with him anymore?
I don't know.
It used to be Al Michaels and him.
I don't know. No, I thought Al Michaels was still with them.
No, I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
No. Al Michaels does
Monday night.
Thursday nights with with Kirk Herbstreit, who left college football to join the NFL.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He did college Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings, yeah.
But that Chris Collinsworth, he was on the Bengals. I don't remember him when he was on the Bengals. He was a wide receiver, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember him. Just like this Joe Buck when he never played any sports as far as I know.
No, because his dad.
His dad was baseball, wasn't he?
His dad was a famous announcer for baseball.
Yeah.
Well, and Joe Buck still announces Cardinal games. That's who
the youngin'?
Yeah, that's who he does. That's what he does during the summers. He does Cardinal games. He still does national games. Like Boog Shami does the Cubs games, and he still does ESPN Sunday night baseball.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I don't know these announcers like you do. I just know the Chris
Collinsworth.
What's his name?
Chris Collins,
the Romo, the Al Michaels,
the Romos,
the Romophobics. We got a little football thing going. He's the Romophobics.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost a couple in a row now, though.
What are you talking about? I just won. I'm 4-2. I'm 4-2, buddy.
Oh, geez, I'm 3-2, 3-3.
3-3.
Yeah, but hey,
you're coming back. I can't wait to play you.
I'm gonna have to really do a lot of major moves that week.
Yeah, it's funny. Today all of a sudden my phone's blowing up and there's Mike supposed to be working, playing on this fantasy football team.
Major moves, baby.
Yeah. I know Nick's looking for a running back, and
yeah, I know. I got to try to make a trade. I don't know who I want to trade. I got too many good players. Actually, I turned out to have good players. Some of them.
I want Derrick Henry. What's it going to take for me to get Derrick Henry from you?
Who's your receivers?
Who do you want?
Who do you have?
I have Jahmyr Chase.
Oh, that's right. I looked at yours today.
I have Tyreek Hill.
He ain't been doing good.
What are you talking about?
He ain't been doing good.
I'll trade you straight up for Derrick Henry.
No, I would never. Funny story. We started this. What's it called? Fantasy sports or
fantasy
whatever.
football.
Fantasy football. Draft comes up. The boss says, "Hey, draft is at 9:30 or 8:30, 9:30."
Yep.
I rush home to start picking my team. I can't get into it. They cheated. They locked me out of it. So the computer has to. And so I had to call Travis, and he was
It was the funniest thing in the world. So I'm telling him what the computer is picking for him. And I'm also trying to do my own picks. I'll have a conversation with Mike we were on the phone for almost an hour and a half.
But, they cheated. They locked me out so I couldn't. But actually, the computer gave me Derrick Henry the first pick, which was, I'm surprised he didn't go right away. Because he's a beast, pretty much.
Yeah. He is a beast. He's the best. Derrick Henry?
Mm-hmm.
Best running back in the league.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wish you could rent him out for a week or so.
I'm more willing to take that rental player from you.
I would never get him back.
Nope. But if you want to call it that, I'm more than willing to take it.
Well, I'll take money for it if you want. It's just hey, it was just the funniest thing because I couldn't get into my. Oh my God, that really irritated me that day too. I was all beside myself.
Oh, that's great. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm running out of things to talk about.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I got more things to talk about, but I'm also getting very tired.
Oh, I am. I've been up since 1:00. I couldn't sleep. I have. It's been all right. It's been a good one. I got to start really digging in and entertaining you people out there. Please send us some kind of let us know about what you're thinking, what we want to hear about, or anything like that.
Oh, if there's anything you want to talk about, and we're definitely talking about mental health. I'm very interested in having that conversation. And if there's anything that you find interesting that you think we would be interested in talking about, I'd be more than willing. And it's nice. We didn't have a lot of political talk tonight.
No, we did not. No, that's fine. He's our political analyst. I'm sorry.
I am more of a political opinion type.
Opinionist. And that's fine because I vote because I believe in one party, but he knows more about this stuff than I do. So I just get up the goofy stuff like the sperm rail having sex.
Well, yeah, but you vote and you keep yourself somewhat informed.
Somewhat. I gotta do it more.
But somewhat informed is better than not informed or not paying attention at all. But no, get out and vote. Do a little bit of research if you want. It's real simple. Don't believe everything you see on TV. Don't believe anything that comes out of Democrats' mouths because it's always lies.
So you mean if it's on the web, it's all true?
Well, no.
Do they call it the World Wide Web these days?
Yeah, www.
Or the superhighway?
Sure.
That's what it used to be called.
I call it Al Gore's internet.
Well, he didn't invent it.
Yeah, he says he did.
He invented global warming.
He's something.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure once again.
It is, and we'll talk to you guys next week. You can check us out everywhere.
Remember, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Oh, jeez. I'm Travis Poisel.
I'm Mike Sisko.
You guys have a great night.
Thanks.